Now, there's been a lot of buzz about the CZ Scorpion EVO 3 pistol, and there are a lot of good reasons for that. And first thing is, though, it's the little brother to the EVO 3 A1 fully automatic machine gun that has been in service in the Czech Republic and in militaries around the world, serving around the world. And it is a really proven concept. It's incredible. CZ obviously makes some really great firearms in itself. I'm a big CZ fan on a number of CZ pistols. So to import the Scorpion EVO 3, they had to import it with pistol form because of the restrictions with semi-automatic weapons coming into the country. And so they've been able to get the ATF to approve the importation of the EVO 3. The original EVO 3 carbine, the A1, is a select fire submachine gun. It's full auto, semi-automatic, and it'll go single semi-automatic as well, which really makes this an exceptional firearm because it can handle about anything. And when we look at this, especially when we break it down, this gun is just really solid inside. But what's really cool is it only weighs 5 pounds without the magazine. Of course, the magazine, and we're going to safety check, but the magazine is a polymer translucent. It's really nice. It has one of the non-reciprocating bolts like the HK. Pull it back, we're going to look, it is empty. The magazines are really strong, they're very durable, they've been proven. The CZ military has been using the carbine for a good while. In fact, it's NATO approved for adverse conditions. They've fired thousands of rounds through these, and they're just very reliable. With the magazine, it does have that translucent finish, which the magazines are very durable. They're holding up extremely well. Here are the 20-round magazines, which it does come with two 20-round magazines, but they are going to be offering, as soon as they get them into the country, the 30-rounders. What's really cool about these mags, though, is the price. The 20-rounders are running retail for $17.95. You can get the 30-rounders for around the $20 range. So, and that's the manufacturer suggested retail. You should be able to get these for less once they really hit the market. It is a polymer design. In fact, the whole body of the gun is polymer. It's a really, like I said, 5 pounds, so it's fairly lightweight. It does have kind of a long grip that is angled pretty heavily, but it really fits the hand very well. It features a 7 3/4 inch barrel, and the muzzle brake right here is removable. In fact, you just start turning and it turns right off the threads. Really solid, and you know, I don't know the exact thread on this and what it is capable of, but I believe it's a little different than your standard US threads. So as far as suppressors go, we'll just have to wait and see how that is. But I'm sure that because of the popularity of this pistol already, this is going to be, there are going to be a lot of accessories that come out with this. But what's really cool is there's not really a lot of accessories that are needed for this. It's pretty much self-contained. It has plenty of Picatinny rail real estate, both underneath, on the sides. Of course, you see your hand stop that it does come with. It does have a monolithic rail on top and on the other side. So plenty of room for lasers, lights, whatever you want to put on there. The sights themselves are really nice. They are, you can see they just slide onto the Picatinny rail. They ride very low. They don't stick out. It does have an aperture sight on the rear. There are 4 different apertures. It just rotates all the way around. So you can go from more pinpoint to more of your close quarter. Windage adjustment right on the side. That can be done with a bullet tip, or CZ does offer a sight adjustment tool. And the front sight is more of your AR-15 style post, and of course that can be adjusted for elevation. All the controls are ambidextrous. You can go fire to safe right here, and of course mirrored on the other side. The mag release right here, very intuitive. It's also ambidextrous. You can actuate the mag release right here with these ridges, like so, or even down here where a little more paddle that you can get a hold of. It's a really cool mag release system. It's very intuitive, right to your hand, and of course that's also mirrored on the other side. And it does come out really fast. Really nice QD sling attachments here, also up here at the top. Also sling attachment here into the adapter plate as well, or the butt cap. And of course all along the other side, same configuration. The charging handle, very HK-esque. Bring it up, pull it. It's non-reciprocating, so it's not going to be going back and forth. We also have a bolt release right here. So if you have your magazine, which is empty, in here, bring the charging handle down and it stops at that place. Then you can just bring your bolt release down and it releases the bolt. Of course, the charging handle is also ambidextrous. You can move it from this side to this side, and you can see where the railing is right here. It's a really nice polymer finish. To me, it's almost like one of those glass reinforced nylon type stocks because the finish is so well done. Of course, CZ Scorpion EVO 3 S1, which again stands for semi-automatic. Your bolt right here, 9x19, of course, which is 9mm, and this bolt is really heavy. You can see bringing it back. Of course, it locks, and as you can see, there is the last round bolt hold open, which is nice. The barrel's 7 3/4 inches. It is a cold hammer forged barrel, which is going to extend the life of the barrel. It's a 1 9.8 twist, and overall the length is just 16 1/4 inches. Now to check the trigger pull, got it cocked, a little bit of take up, a little bit mushy before a crisp snap. Reset, very audible, very nice. Now one of the things about this as well is there's no over travel. Once you break that sear, it's pretty much locked in. Shooting it the way you're going to shoot this, it's not really made for really super accuracy, so this trigger is suitable. It's not the best, but it's definitely suitable. One of the issues I did find was with the selector when firing. Brought down into the low position, if you like to ride your hand way up here on this upper part of the receiver, it can interfere with your trigger finger and it does bump it somewhat. If you do curl your finger, which really you should be firing with this pad as well, it's not going to do that right here, but it does. Now to me, you bring it down, rest your palm of your hand right here at the butt of the grip. It doesn't do it that way, but I personally like to get my grip way up high on the grip just for the web of my hand, and I did find that that could be somewhat aggravating. One of the things I think CZ is planning to do is to release a non-ambidextrous safety, so that would not interfere with your trigger finger if that's the way you like to shoot it. I will say that this safety, as much as I try to lower the grip and pull it down here, I always want to bring it up to get that high bore axis. So it kind of rides right here. Not too bad, but it definitely wears on you after a while. I would continue to adjust my grip, but really I think getting this as a non-ambidextrous safety would be really the ticket, and that's what I'll do as soon as that comes out. The plate on the back is removable, and this allows for an adapter where you can put a buffer tube to be able to put one of the SB15 pistol braces. And of course, with all the legislation with the SB15, what we're going to do is we're going to take this off. I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're going to add one of the CAC pistol braces, which CZ offers as an accessory for this. Now, it took me a while to figure out. In fact, I had to call CZ to ask him how to remove this back plate. Right here is a small little hole, and you can place a punch or whatever in there, and on the back of your receiver is a button about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. You're going to want to depress that button. Once you do, you're able to move the adapter plate up. You can't bring it down, so you're going to have to bring it up. Now, I'll just be honest with you. I've taken this off about 3 times, and every time I've needed to take a small mallet and get it started. Once I've gotten it started, it'll go. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to have to show you that. And I'll just take a rawhide mallet. And as you can see, it comes down to this point, and then I can pop it off. Right here is that button, and it just rests right in this corresponding hole right here that allows that to fit very well. I think over time you're not going to have to necessarily use a mallet to get this on and off, but one of the things about this is however you're going to employ it, I think you're going to leave it that way. Here is the adapter plate that we're going to add, and as you can see, it does extend past the one that's on the pistol already. It does have threads right here for you to be able to take any of your AR buffer tubes. This is one of the CAC buffer tubes that has this ledge right here that helps if you're putting on the SB15. It rides right up to it. It just has the threads are fine. This is actually a prototype, but now they've already gone to the standard finish that's more on the original. but this is what they sent. So here it goes, fits on very nicely. There are some places for set screws if you want to screw this in and leave the buffer tube on. Now take the adapter and get it over these rails right here and bring it down. You want to push in that little button and it'll lock right into place. And it's locked solid on there. Now the way to get this off is to remove your buffer tube and then depress and then pull it up. Now the extension does allow for the SP15 SIG arm brace. Of course, with the new rulings, you don't want to put this up on your shoulder, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is. Hopefully that's going to be overturned soon, but until then, keep this thing off your shoulder. You can use it as what it was intended for, as a pistol brace, putting your arm through here. But the adapter does allow for that, and I wanted to show it. Now in this configuration, you can get a cheek weld with the buffer tube, which gives you 3 points of contact. You can put it on your cheek, you can grab it here, and then of course you can put your hands up at the front. This is going to help allow you to be able to get better control of the rifle. It does allow you, if you want to use the pistol brace, obviously to put it on, but this keeps it from any kind of ATF scrutiny, which makes it kind of nice. But this is very similar to the original way the AR-15 pistol was made. A lot of times without any brace here, and as you've seen with the shooting, it can be very difficult to shoot this because of the size, and you know, it's a little bit unwieldy, obviously more than a regular standard pistol. But with the buffer tube here, it does give you another point of contact. I really like having the buffer tube on here. Put on one of the neoprene sleeves over this buffer tube to give it a little bit of warmth when you're putting it up next to your cheek, a little bit of cushion. As far as where I got this, I found this at a gun show this past weekend, so just a guy just had some. But you can get these online. There's a ton of different sources out there. Just putting something on here to just give you a little bit extra. The buffer tube helps tremendously getting it up to your cheek. The light recoil of the 9mm is not bad at all. Of course, the tendency is to want to put this on your shoulder, but obviously with the things that are going on right now, I would just not do that. Keep it on your cheek. The whole time I was shooting, I was keeping it in this position. And it may have looked kind of back, which it can get back. And really, with the buffer tube, I don't think it's a problem. But for me, on YouTube, just to be on the safe side, I'm not putting this on my shoulder until I get the big okay. But as far as right now, this really makes a huge difference. Putting this neoprene sleeve on here is also exceptional. Of course, they've been doing that for a long time with the AR pistol. So this really just gives you a third point. You've got your hand up here, you got your grip, you can put this on your cheek. With the 9mm, it really gives you more of a stable platform. Obviously, this is a wonderful candidate for SBR. Accuracy is decent. Obviously, it's kind of unwieldy as a pistol, but with this piece, again, it just makes it so much easier. 25 yards, you know, I was hitting a pretty decent little spot, and really kind of just holding it like this. I think if I'd have braced it, we could have really gotten some better groups. But really, I'm very pleased. Now for disassembly, we're going to want to pull our charging handle back and rest it and leave it open. Right here is a small pin. Push that through. Bring the pin out. One thing I want to mention is that this is a toolless disassembly, so you can field strip this anywhere. Then take your trigger group and just pull it right out. It's a polymer set. The ejector is really strong. Hammer's really solid. Just a really cool whole unit that fits down in here. But it is fairly lightweight because of the polymer. And also you can see the flared mag well, which makes it really easy to get those mags in and out. Here's your bolt at the top. Push back and down. And this removes the bolt assembly. Here you have your guide rod recoil spring. This rests on the back of the receiver. It's very beefy, just amazing. This thing is built to last. And really it's built for full auto. So shooting at semi-automatic is going to be a breeze. Of course, that's pretty much all for field maintenance. You can clean it out here. Of course, you can clean through your barrel, but this is all you really need to do to field strip this pistol. Then, of course, reverse order. Just take it in, slip it back, get it into the grooves, and it will hold open so you don't have to worry about it slamming forward because you have your charging handle cocked. Now take your trigger group, slide it into place, lock it down, and you're done. Very simple process. Again, no tools needed. It's just really a very well thought out design. Along with the extra 20 round magazine, you also get a bore snake, and of course, as we talked about, you get your sight tool. And these are just nice accessories. The one thing you don't get is any kind of case or anything that this goes in. It does come in a really nice box. It's packed very well, as you see right behind us. Now what probably makes this the most attractive is the price. Manufacturer suggested retail price is $849, which is fantastic for this type system. Of course, street price is going to be less. These are being sold very quickly right now. In fact, I was really excited just to be able to get my hands on one, especially after Colon Noir did his, just a fantastic review. But this is an exceptional piece, and again, for the price, you just can't beat it with already the adapters that can be done if you're looking for an SBR. If you're looking for just a pistol caliber type larger frame for home defense, for truck, gun, whatever. And you can find more details about this at czusa.com, and of course I'll have the link down below in the description. Also make sure you follow me at Suit00 Fun Gun Reviews Facebook page. I'll have the link down below, and also on Instagram at Such_00. Do a lot of different photos, a lot of different things that are coming up. In fact, this pistol was featured about 3 weeks ago on my Instagram account and on my Facebook page. This is an exceptional firearm, the CZ Scorpion EVO 3 S1. Thumbs way up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. You have mirrored controls, you have mirrored fire, and of course you can actuate the mag release right here. Oh, that thing flies. And long live the Republic also means Czech Republic.
Do the brass dance. Do the brass dance.
It was already getting me, and then that's that last one. It went all the way down my shirt burning.